So on the heels of their annual spring game, the Miami Hurricanes go out and land 4-star tight end Brock SCHOTT. Let's dive in. Okay, so I really like this pickup a lot. Brock SCHOTT, again, 4-star tight end, comes to us from Leo High School in Leo, Indiana. He is a two-way player, plays both tight end at a very elite level and defensive end at an elite level. Usually when guys play two-way like that, they're amazing at one and, they're decent at the other. Usually coaches already have an idea which side of the ball they want to use them on. But let me tell you, watching his tape, Brock SCHOTT, I believe, can be just as dominant as a D end as he can be a tight end. Now, a little bit more on his background. He is a two-sport athlete, plays basketball. Again, this coaching staff loves that because you bring athleticism to the table. We won this recruiting battle against Florida State and Ohio State, so that alone makes me very happy. And just some of his stats. Let's see here. At tight end, his junior season, he caught 35 passes for 743 yards, 6 touchdowns. And then on defense, he had 67 tackles, 32 TFLs, and get this, 19 sacks as an edge rusher. I mean, those aren't just solid. Those are great numbers for, I mean, if he did that on one side of the ball, I'd be like, man, this is a nice prospect. And I love players that it's not just upside. It's not just, well, he's a little raw, even though our other tight end pickup from the other day is a little more like that. He doesn't really have the stats. His is more upside. He's a little bit more of a project, which is why a good project. I don't mean that in a bad way, which is why I like that we went out and got this young man as well, because he's proven it a little bit more in the stat line. Love guys that rack up stats. Again, he's maybe not as big as our last pickup. He was 6'7". This dude's listed at 6'3", 215. But let me tell you, he plays much bigger than that. Go watch the tape. There's a reason he is rated so high. And one thing that jumps out at me when I watch his tape is his power, where he just bull rushes dudes on that edge. And again, he's not the biggest dude in the world, but he plays big, if that makes any sense. Anyway, winning this recruiting battle against Florida State, winning it against Ohio State, that's always sweet. But this is a nice pickup, and this is kind of becoming an annual tradition, because last year, the day of the spring game, I believe Miami landed Chance Robinson. And then this year, you go out and land another blue chipper in Brock SCHOTT the day of the spring game. So, obviously, we made a great impression on him. And I know it's only April, but we already have 7 commits. And it's shaping up pretty nicely. I think last year at this time, we had like three or 4 commits. So we're definitely ahead. We're ahead of our pace from last year. Obviously, you got to win. None of this matters if you don't win, if you don't go out and prove it on the field. I think we will get the necessary W's to keep this class together. But again, I know I've said it like 3 times already. I love this pickup. If you haven't watched his tape, go treat yourself and watch this tape, because it's one of those fun ones. It's kind of like when I watched Elijah Lofton's tape from last year, or Chase Smith's tape from a few years ago. There's certain tapes that just jump out at you, and you're wondering, why weren't more schools on this guy? I'm sure more schools will be on this guy. I mean, a lot were already, but looking forward to seeing him wear the orange and green. Tight end recruiting has been great so far. Big shout out to Cody Woodall, the tight ends coach. I know he has gotten a lot of criticism from Canes fans. I said it in my last commitment recap video. I honestly don't understand it. I don't think the lack of tight end production was on him necessarily, and he's doing a hell of a job in tight end recruiting so far. All right, well, that's it for me, guys. Leave your thoughts in the comments, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys next time. Go Canes.